All right, we are back. So, yeah, I guess we're just gonna continue building our ship here. We got the pill, kind of sort of started. I mean, we got kind of this corridor built. We've got this kind of sort of built. We've got some turrets on here. We've got kind of our battery room built. Let's see. Yeah, so we've got our assembler on there. And we are going to be building something to go up on top of there. And so the question is, how do I want to cover this up? And so, just looking at it, I mean, I could mirror like what's below it a little bit, but see, I don't think I really want to do that because I want this to just kind of go across. So we're going to go with just a block for now, and then if I decide to change it later on, I will. Let's see. Okay, and then we'll just get this going, get that going. And then, okay, so this will take us close. And then I wonder if I need to continue this, like put some tubes in here and continue that out that way. But yeah, I mean, either way, I'm gonna have to come out here twice. So for now, we'll just stick that in there. And then we'll go ahead and get that on there. And then we'll do one more. But how do I want this to look? Let me see. So, okay, let's... That is not the one that I want. Right, this one. I mean, I could do it sort of like that, but then the stairs aren't going to have anything to grab onto. So do I just put another block in here? Ugh, it's so boring. That's okay. We just need to get this thing going. All right, and now from here, we can put in, definitely we want a conveyor junction in here. And then that's going to have to be left open for the module. And what else do we need to do in here? I guess all we need to do now is just throw in the floor. Okay, so yeah. So this is going to be sort of the bridge area. So we're going to relocate our stuff up here. And then with that being the case, how do I want this to look? I mean, I still have to get the rest of this thing built. But first, let's take a look at the ship from the side and see just how ridiculously tall it is. Can we get over this, please? Thank you. I mean, I suppose it doesn't look that bad, honestly. I mean, it's going to be thick, but I think it should actually be okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this will actually work. I mean, it's not like super huge. I do want to make sure that these can still lift everything though, because once we're fully loaded, we're gonna have a lot of weight. So something I may do is put some additional thrusters down here, just to get some additional vertical lift. But we'll see if we need to first. All right, so let's go into the windows. We'll continue this guy. Nope, this way. Okay. And then that will get us this kind of figured out. One more. No. Nope, this way. There we go. Okay, this time the ice is in the way. Okay, let's see if it will work now. There we go. Okay. And then I just need to build another one of those column things. And then, see, I really suck at like paint jobs. So even if I did one, it's probably going to end up looking terrible. But I don't know, maybe I'll figure out like a scheme or something that I want to kind of use for this. And then we'll just kind of go for it, I guess. Okay. Now we need to build on the outside first. No, go up. Okay, so then this guy has to go there. And then we need that guy to go there. And then also, no, not that way, this way, okay. And that's that. And now, are we gonna be able to, no we're not, okay. Okay, we should be able to now. I'm gonna be moving pretty fast through this because, like I said, I mean, my videos are only an hour, or at least I'm trying to keep them at only an hour. Okay. So with that in place, now we have to figure out how we're going to get all of the welders and grinders in there. Okay, so that is roughly, do we have to go up another block? It looks like we have to go up another block. Which, you know, is actually a good thing. Actually, let's go down here, if I can. Okay, yeah, so we have to go up another block, which might actually be okay. And then the welders and grinders, I think, are 2 blocks, I believe. So now here's the thing. I want to try to keep this area relatively flat, which means that we're going to have to put conveyors in here. And then on top of that, okay, so we'll run this over here. Oh, and that actually lines up perfectly with that. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so yeah, was unexpected, but I will definitely take that. And the front, I'm not too worried about the front. Okay, now here we are going to have an issue, so we're going to have to take this guy down and then build him on here. So we'll throw that on there, and then we'll move this guy. Okay, I figured that I wasn't going to have enough room for it, but that's okay. Okay, so thruster, small thruster, there we go. And then we will rotate this guy. Okay, and we will get the rest of this out. Okay. And then, okay, so that's that's all built. So that's good. We can throw in the stuff that we don't need. Throw that in there. I need food. Ooh, I really need food. I'm actually down to 18. Hang on, I just gotta drop the rest of this stuff off, if you don't mind. Okay, we don't need 120 of those. Okay, so let's find our food. Okay, so synth food we'll grab. I mean, I suppose I can do that. That'll go there. I think, okay, yeah, so we're good on food now. All right, and then I have to finish building this out. So we need a tube, and a tube, and then we need that. Okay, So once that's built, we'll have the thruster in the front again. And that should have a little light on there. No, nothing. Everything is connected, right? I mean, it should be. It's weird. Okay. So what is going on with you? You're on. Let's turn you off. Turn you back on. Okay, there we go. Now it's back on. So that is good there. And the reason why we needed to build these here, actually, this would probably be better going from the top. So let's head through here. All right. So the reason why we need that there is because we need to put on, we'll throw some welders over here on this side. Oh, shit, I just thought of something. I think if I put those there, as this thing is turning, it's going to get stuck. That would not be good. Okay, so that's got to go on there like that. So I might have to do... Okay. I have an idea of what I can do if it does get stuck, but first I want to make sure that it gets stuck before I do the thing that I think I need to do. If that made any sense whatsoever. Okay, so we're going to reverse this and see if it gets stuck. It looks like it's going to get stuck. Or it'll just clip through. No, it got stuck. Okay. So that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. So how are we going to fix this? Okay. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this, or if I should just okay, so if I do that, that's going to... Okay, so I'm thinking if I'm putting a hinge over here and then running a corner into here, when that hinge goes back, this is going to go out well beyond this. Whereas if I put a corner piece right here and then put the hinge up on here, then this will never go beyond that, which I think is what I want to do. But the question is, do I want to do it that way, or do I want to run a corner off of here and just run the conveyor junctions along this outer edge? How am I low on power again? Okay. I mean, we're going to have a lot of buttons just to get this thing going. And then I still have to make a projection of this thing, but I need the batteries built. Well, I don't necessarily need the batteries built to make the projection. Okay. No, I think it's actually better to have this on here, because if I didn't and I had all of this out here, I'd have a block kind of floating here, and it wouldn't really do anything. But considering that that needs to be up there, I could run this out here and then just run regular blocks all through here. In which case, I mean, how would that look? Okay. So let's try it first. So we're gonna need a corner on here, and then we're gonna need a straight, and then this can come down, and then this can come out. And then this can also come out, and then we'll throw the junction in here. And then we'll get rid of this guy. Get rid of this guy and get rid of this guy. Oh, but if I take that out, it's going to take this guy out. So, I mean, it's got to come out anyways. That's going to fall all the way to the ground, which is whatever, I guess. Just have to pick them up. Okay. So, we've got all of this now. We don't need most of this stuff, honestly. And that just dropped all of it, didn't it? Oh, whatever. Okay. And then I can put the hinge directly on top of here. Or do I want to put it on here? I mean, I could technically put one hinge on there. Well, put two hinges and then just turn one off. That way just the one will give the power and the other one will just add stability. That would be a thing that I could do. For now, let's throw all of this stuff that I don't need. Okay, that can go. Wait, no, I need at least 20 of those. Some of those, okay. And then I have to rebuild. I don't need any of those. Okay. Now we have to grab all of these pieces and parts. Okay. We are slowly making progress. Even though we've just built and taken down and then rebuilt and then taken down a bunch of stuff already, we are still making progress. Okay. So we are going to put a block up here, and we're going to do a conveyor junction thing here with another block over here. We are going to connect this with a tube, and then with that on there, we are going to rebuild the thruster onto here just in case we have to move. I need like an entrance over here on this side. Which side? Is that the right side? Okay. So, actually, if I did that, okay. Now I can get up and down easily enough. All right, and then from here, I can't actually get up here anymore, so that's unfortunate. This has all got to get redone as well. Okay, now we just got to get down on here. Maybe not. Hinge. Okay, so that will go that way and then that way. And then on top of here, we will put our welders. And then this guy here, we're going to turn off. But even though it's off, and we should probably reduce this to nothing. Okay, so that's just going to do its thing. Looks like it's rotating on its own. That's weird. Or it's falling or something. I don't know. I suppose it doesn't really matter because that middle part's got to come out anyways. So I can connect it all to this. Okay. So then we'll do the grinders in here and have them go side by side. And we have to go one more out. Okay, so that's all 5 of those. I don't think those got connected. And if they did, that would be freaking amazing. I I don't think it did though. So we're going to take that out, and then we're going to put in the hinge part, if we can, actually on there. And then we will connect. Okay. And now they're good. And then with this one off and that one on, this one will be the control. So we want this to go this way. Okay, so then, yeah. So then our lower limit for this is going to be 0. And then whenever we need to change this or rotate it, actually I could make it 45 or negative 45. Wait. No. Okay, so lower limit needs to be negative 90. Because it's going negative, right? And so then this is the one that needs to be at 0 or negative 45. Let's put this at negative 45 and just kind of see how it does. Hopefully it doesn't crush me. Okay. And okay. And then we will get this thing to reverse. Will it reverse? Oh, I have the velocity at 0. Okay, so we'll move this up to 45. Close enough. Put this at half in RPM. And how does that look as far as, okay. I think that should actually be good. Okay, and then this is bending along with it. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got these guys, and whenever we need to use them, so we'll flip them down once this is set straight, and then we'll do the work, and then when this thing needs to spin, we'll flip them up, and yeah, that should work. Okay. So now I need to break all that other stuff. That should be okay. All right. We are slowly but surely making progress. And then I think I'm going to run out of space, so we will start building this guy, and then get all the pieces and parts in there, have the system build it, and then we're going to need another one of these, and we'll put all the parts in there. That should give us enough room to take this down and this down, and then we can build conveyor junction, throw the pieces in there, and then over here, okay, so now we need tube number 1. Come on. And then tube number 2. Okay, and then we need conveyor junction here. Okay, and then that will take everything else that it needs and it'll build it. Okay. And then we need a block here, and we need a block here. Then, what do we have? We're going to need some more interior plates. So we'll grab 20 of those. We're going to need components. Looks like I used them all. Okay. And now let's head back up on top. Ooh, I was worried I wasn't going to make that. Okay, and then from here, I jumped way too far. Oh, fun times. Okay, and then we'll go here, and then I'll just build from here like I did on the other one. Okay, so I do not need a hinge part, I need an actual hinge. So we'll throw that there, throw that there. Okay. And then I am going to have to name that rotor if I can get to it. Okay, good. So we're gonna call, I just called it a rotor, didn't I? Okay, so we're gonna call this the hinge rotor. No, not rotor, welder. Okay, and then we need to do the same thing over there. How am I low on energy again? Okay, this is going to be hinge grinder. Okay, and then this guy I've got to turn off and then reduce the torque to 0. Okay, so then that's just going to be a free spinning thing. Let's recharge again. Okay, and now we just need to build the grinders. Okay, so grinder. All right, these guys need to be facing upwards, and they do need to be going side to side. Okay, and then one more. And then we need to take the hinge part. Okay, and then we'll put that in there. And then connect it. There we go. Okay, so now we have this guy. And now we have to figure out how to turn this guy. Okay, so we want to go positive. Okay, so then if we're going positive, then we're going to want the lower limit to be 45. And we're going to want the upper limit to be 0. And we're going to set that to half in RPM. Okay, now that should set everything all the way down. And it should line up right with those. Now, grinders will only grind the block that is directly in front of it if it's a large grid block. So as this thing is spinning, and actually those don't really get that close. This thing's probably still going to get stuck, but okay. It just fell. Right. So, okay. So these each will grind out the batteries. And then at the same time, because we're rotating this thing like 90 degrees at a time. Yeah, but you'll see it when it works. All right. So for the rest of this, I need to do something in this general area to kind of build out. I did want to try to keep these flat if I could, but what would be the best way to do that and still retain some sort of protection? I mean, I could do a catwalk plate, but those things, I don't think they can take too many shots at them. And then, okay, so this is definitely going to need to be protected in here. So maybe I start with the heavy. Yeah, okay. All right, light armor, heavy armor. Okay, so this is going to need, Jesus, that's going to need a lot of stuff. So we'll throw this on here, and then we need this guy. If I can get out to the edge here. Can I get out to the edge here? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is going to be heavy armor. And then on top of there is also going to be heavy armor. All right. So this will add some protection in here. And then one thing that I do want to do is if it is going to be the heavy armor, I want it to be a different color. So let's see. Not the colorable, retro future, sci-fi. Which one am I looking for? Disco armor, dust armor? Huh. Frozen armor, concrete, clean. Oh, this one. Okay. And then I want to go with dark gray. Yeah. Okay, so this way I will know which blocks are the heavy armor blocks. Okay. Now let's hop over here and throw these ones on. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to go up to, actually, no, we're going to do half blocks because we do want to try, and I'm not going to be able to get on there, am I? Nope. Okay. So yeah, we want to use half blocks because, I mean, these use up a lot of pieces and parts, and I want to try to save where I can while still retaining some amount of protection. So we are going to be building these with just half blocks. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Where are the meteors? Are they going to hit anything? No? Does not look like it. Okay, good. All right, so our defenses are working. I jumped way too far. That hurt. Ah, man. Can I build there? I can. May not be perfect, but we will make it work. And one more. There we go. And then I could replace these ones here with heavy armor blocks as well. But I mean, for right now, we really want to protect that stuff up there. So I'm not really worried about other stuff yet. And then on the underside, that's probably all going to be heavy block. So I don't, if I take fire, you know, from the bottom or whatever, it's not going to like break anything. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do one more. Do I need to go out one more? We need to go out one more over here. Okay. And then I'm just going to hop over here. Okay, so that is that side. And I do need to make sure that this side is all the way out. Looks like this needs to go out one more as well. Rotate. Can we get this in there with me standing on it? Survey says no. You need steel plate. Okay, so maybe I can. I just don't have the actual plates. So let me have some plates then. Do I not have any plates? I don't have any plates. Okay, so what do I have for iron then? 44 there. 44 there. Okay, 88,000. We have a lot. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that's the first assembler. That assembler I'm probably going to have to get renamed. Call it like ship assembler or something like that. Okay. And that should be good for there. And hey, I can actually just hop up on here. Okay. And then do. Okay. So that should hopefully be enough side protection for all of this stuff in there, because if that stuff breaks, it's going to be a pain in the ass to fix. Okay, and then with the half blocks up on here making the floor, okay, so I do want to make sure that okay, so if we're flipping back to normal blocks, we're going to want to go here, and then nothing in there, and then let's just get rid of this for now. I don't want to click on it accidentally. Okay, and then, okay. So that's that. And then those fit in there, so that will work. Okay. And then that can go there. All right, and then we can build this outwards that way. And then as far as, I mean, this is all going to be enclosed in here. And then I think this is going to be like the deck, I guess, of the ship. So this is going to be just flat, straight out. And then we will have tubes, conveyor tubes going into the front section there. So I guess we just got to get building. All right. No, not that one. We need 8. How do I need more steel plate? Hi, can I hop on you guys and steal some of your stuff? Thanks. We are still... Am I really using all of the plates that I'm making? Jeez. I've probably made a lot of them, right? Oh, wait a minute. Is this the fast one? Oh, shit. That's why. Okay, so assembler 2 is the base assembler. So let's just find it. And then we are going to rename it base assembler. Okay. And then this one is the ship assembler. So yeah, so that's why it wasn't going very fast, is because I had it on the unmodified assembler, and that's what was actually building everything. So now that that's fixed, yeah, see now we have plates everywhere. So we don't need that, and everything else I think is okay. We are running out of power again, unfortunately. Can I walk up on here? Excellent. Ugh. Oh, I made it. Okay, good. Whew. Thought I was gonna fall. That would have been bad. I mean, not like super bad, but kind of bad. All right, so with this, that should be able to spin freely. And then having these here, having these be a half block here, these should all be able to move as needed. And now let's see if I can get down here without breaking everything. Okay, looks like we did all right. Okay, yeah, so we are slowly making progress. So yeah, these are kind of the things that you got to consider when you're doing all this stuff. All right, can I get at that rotor? I can, or hinge. I don't know why I keep calling it a rotor. So we're going to reverse you so that way you're up at the same whatever as this guy over here. And then we're going to group this hinge and that hinge together so I can hit a single button and have them either retract or go down. And then this guy will be able to spin just fine. Everything is connected through hinges, conveyor junctions, and tubes. So everything should be fine. Yeah. I I guess we just gotta keep on building now. All right. Oh, those are in the way. Shit. Well, I suppose now I can do the thing that I need to do. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to make like an observation room for this. But for now, we will just reverse you. We're probably gonna have to do the same thing over here. So that way that goes down. Then we should be able to build the floor. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay, now we can build the floor. Good. Good. All right. And okay. Now, what I want to do here. So, like, this is going to be like enclosed, right? This will kind of be like the mid area, and then we'll probably have our storage containers here, and then like another one over here. And then that's going to be our bridge area. This is going to be our deck area. Do. Okay, and now I have to figure out what I'm going to be doing for the front of the ship. I've got to sort of integrate a door for this thing into it somehow. How do I want to do that? How do I want to do that? I mean, the only way that I can think to do it is to put a hinge down here, or multiple hinges, and then build off of here, unless I can make this small grid somehow. But how would I do that? I mean, I could absolutely do that. That's not the issue here. It's where do I set everything so that way it's all there. I mean, I've got a bare block right there, which I think would be fine to use. I can throw a rotor, just a normal rotor on there, throw a small head on it, and then lock the rotor so it never moves. And then I can build from there down onto here, and then have this be where the hinges are, and have just like a small grid kind of ramp that goes on here. Or another thing that I could do but it would require me extending this quite a bit. So what if, for instance, I set this whole thing up like an elevator, right? So that way this whole thing would drop down onto the ground, and then you could just drive on and off of it. And then once you're in there, then it would pull everything back up. I mean, that's the thing that I could do, potentially. But it would need to be... I mean, I'm thinking it would have to be small grid. So, okay. So if we're going to do that, then we have to take out all of the floor here. Not here, but at least just to here. That whole thing's going to drop. Okay. And then we'll throw I mean, we can just throw all that down there because I'm going to get a lot of plates out of here. And then I won't have to worry about a gate at all, which is going to be great. But I am going to have to worry about where I'm going to set the rotors, because this whole thing still needs to spin, right? I mean, I could set it, no, because, okay. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, which I'm not a fan of. Okay. I mean, if I'm going to put those on here somewhere, it's got to be... Okay, hang on. I think I'm coming up with an idea here. So what if I took out these pieces, each of those, and I put a rotor with a small head on each of these? Okay, so we just need a normal rotor because we're not transmitting anything in here. Of course, you're not going to want to be set in there because this is there. Okay, so if we do this, and then we get rid of this, and then we add a small head. And then if we take the half block that we took out, now the question is, can we put that back in? And it doesn't look like it. So can we pull this in at all? Yes, we can. Okay, so can we put it in there now? No, it still won't let us. I really like having these things on the inside, though. Okay, so what if we got rid of this completely? Could we then put it in? I think the answer is going to be no. Okay, so the rotor itself takes up those 2 entire blocks. So we can't do what I was hoping I could do, which sucks. So then in this case, how do I want to do this? Because I mean, like, there's just nothing holding that on right now. But I do like having that on the outside where it is, because then I don't have to worry about it. Now, I could take out all of these pieces here as well. This is like way too much thinking. Okay, so if I took that out, and then I add the small head onto here again, and then I do a rotor lock. Okay, so that will absolutely not turn ever. Okay, and then we need blocks to go down here. But then we also need a rotor, or not a rotor, but a piston. Okay, so... Oh man, this is hurting my head. This is way too much thinking. Okay, so how does that look? Okay, so that puts us right at the bottom. And then if I put this on here, and then if I did a 45 block onto there, so then it would kind of line up, right? Why do you keep changing your direction, dude? Stay in one direction. Okay. And then we would need to do this one as well, and that one. And then we can get rid of this, and this, and this, and it's terrible. But if we're gonna make this thing work, we gotta do it. Okay. And then we need to get rid of this block. And then also this block, unfortunately. Can I sit in there? Good. All right, so it looks like we're at about 50 minutes, so we only got about 10 minutes left of this. Okay, so one thing that I want to do is check to see how far this will go down. So we're going to reverse. Okay, I can work with that. I think that'll be actually okay. Okay. So now we just need to throw in all of these guys. Stop changing direction on me, dude. Okay. So now as far as the edges go, I don't want to build all the way to this edge because it might cause issues. I'm okay with coming up to the corner here because that should be all right. But as far as the edge here is concerned, I'm going to do, what are those blocks? I forgot what they're called. Yeah, like these things, blast door blocks. So blast door block, okay. Or blast door edge, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so then we're going to do a blast door edge. And then we're going to stick that on there. And the reason why I want to do this, why did you rotate again? Okay, this is hard to see. Okay, so that's the way that we want that on there. Okay. Actually, no, that looks like it goes all the way to the edge. What the hell? Shouldn't be doing that. Okay. I mean, I could just leave that space there. It's not really going to hurt anything. Yeah, so let's just fill this guy in. Okay. We are going to need a lot of blocks in here. All right. Now I do want to put, man, it's just a lot of stuff I got to build in here, man. Okay, give me a small rotor head and then lock yourself. Okay, and then we need 1, 2, 3, I think I did 4. Or did I do 3? I can't tell. Okay, so that will not place itself there. Did I put it to, is that, no, that's the right height, okay. Okay, so now we need to get this to all work together. So there's a couple ways to do it. We are just going to force this, and then we're going to use a merge block. Just a couple of them. And then we're going to take this piece, and then we're going to set it right next to that piece. And then once those are built, everything will lock in place. There we go. And then we can get rid of the merge blocks. And that's all connected there. Okay, and then we just need to keep on going. Is there a faster way to do this? This is really slow. And then from here down, so we're going one block outside of the 5 large grid blocks in the middle. We're going to put, do we want a 45 or do we want, I think we want one of these. All right. If this is going to be flipping every time, that's going to be really annoying. And of course it is. Okay, and then we need this to go that way. Like, why must you turn? Stop. Why must you turn? Just stay in the same orientation as what I put you in. It's like, as soon as I look away from that block, it, like, changes back. But so long as I am connected, damn it, or as long as I'm looking at it, I should say, then it will stay in the same orientation. So that's super dumb. Okay. And I looked away. Nope, that way. Okay, so then we need to go almost all the way to the end, but not quite. So that puts us even, and then we go one more out. Right? Oh, this still has that on there. Okay, that's why it's messing me up. Okay. Give me, oh, I can actually just reach there. Good. Okay, so I don't need this, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I don't need 100 of those. Okay. Okay, so there's that one down. All right. Progress is being made. Okay. So now we've got this, and now we just need to get these guys. Where is the thing? Did I pass it? Okay. Okay, you need to go that way and then that way. And then this is going to be sort of our angle. Now, honestly, this thing should probably also be heavy grid or heavy armor. I mean, I could always put like a layer like underneath. All right, and then we want to go here. And then, okay, so now let's get the rotor. And then add a small head. And then lock the rotor. And then we'll do the same thing over here. So, okay, so do small head, rotor lock, good to go. Okay, and then we went, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need the piston on here. And then we need the piston on here. And then we put, okay, I think we can still make this work. Okay, and then we need the merge blocks again. Okay, so then we'll throw, okay, so let's do this, and then we'll throw in Merge block there. Merge block there. Have that all lock into place. There we go. And then get rid of the merge blocks. And then continue on this way. And then, okay, so that's going to go here. And then we need a merge block here. Is that facing? Yeah, okay. And then another merge block here. And then, okay, so now that's all locked. So now our entire thing here is all one piece. Okay, now I just need to get the rest of this on here. So should I build this out as like a 2x1, you know, just that way it matches with that? Because I mean, this 45 does kind of clash a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna have to take out a lot of plates just to fix that. Okay. We are at an hour, but hang on. Let me just see if I can access a control panel. I'll group all of those pistons together, and then we'll just see the whole thing kind of work. Maybe. I need a control panel. Okay, so piston. Okay, so these 4 pistons here, I'm thinking are all the same group. So then this is going to be the, no, that's not a hangar. I mean, it is kind of a hangar, but it's more like a garage, but it's a ship deck. Lower deck? Yeah. Ship lower deck. Pistons. Pistons. There we go. So we'll do that. And then I want to put a button. I mean, it's not going to stay there. But then again, it's really not going to stay there if I put it there. Unless I put it like on the inside there. But I don't know if it's going to let me put it there. I mean, I could put it on here, right? Maybe. Button. Large ship not available for a small. Okay, so why are you not letting me place it, sir? Because I am. What is going on here? Just, oh my god. Okay. I'm going to make this work. It will work. Okay, there we go. So now we have a button. Okay, and then we're going to set this up to groups, lower deck, and we're going to reverse. And there we go. We have our lower deck. And then we should just be able to walk right up on here and then hit the button again. If it'll let me hit the button again. If it'll let me hit the button again. Maybe I need to put in another button. I don't know. Okay. And then we can go and get pulled up into here where it looks like it seals, but it doesn't actually seal. Yeah, and then this missing block here, it's not actually an issue, but I do want to put something in there. I'm a little worried about Clang, but maybe that will just pass right by and it'll be fine. But yeah, so this is how I'm going to get the ship in and out of here. Instead of building like a ramp that'll fold down, this will just drop out of the ship. So that's kind of my plan. It's coming together pretty well, I think. And we are well over an hour. We are at an hour and 4 minutes. So we are going to end here. Hope you guys enjoyed. We did a lot of work today. We got the pill pretty much going. We got the other mechanisms that need to go with the pill going. We got this whole thing going. We built a lot more onto the ship itself. I mean, we actually have like upper decks now. I mean, that's pretty freaking awesome. We're gonna have our bridge up here very soon, and I mean, this thing is coming along rather quickly. So pretty soon we're gonna have a relatively completed ship, and it's going to be glorious. But for now, I will see you next time. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later.